Hey there, this is Daryl from the Jackson Fishing Team, and this is the third fly in my series for fall albacore for the Morehead City, North Carolina Fly Fishers International trip in November. And it's seems to be a simple fly, but it's challenging. It's called the Gummy Fly, and yeah, why don't we just take a look at it, and you can watch me struggle and explain how I tie it. And this is really not much tying. It's more of a craft type thing like some of the other flies I've done. But yeah, you're going to probably have a good laugh at this one. All right, let's take a look at it. All right, this is probably my best so far of a gummy fly. This is my fourth one. And hopefully the one that I'm doing for the video will be my best one, but we will have to wait and see. And you'll probably get a kick out of how this material works. It's pretty gummy and sticky on there. So why don't we go ahead and we'll take that out of there. And again, the hook size in the series that on this is going to be a TMC 811S in a size 2. We'll go ahead and debarb it. And not much tying really on this fly. And I'm going to do is put 20 wraps of 0.025 wire on there. Yeah. Kind of squish that together. And then I'm going to go ahead and use some 210 Denier white thread to lock that in. And we're going to go ahead and cover this up to lock in that lead weight and kind of camouflage it a little bit so it can't be seen. And I'm going to go ahead and use some Saltwater Flashabou and silver just to wrap around those threads, and kind of give it little shine or a little flash right around there instead of just that white thread. This is probably could be optional, but I'm going to do it. What I'd really like to do is have this material go all the way through the gummy material, but after working with it, it's not going to happen, and you'll probably start seeing that. And we'll just go ahead and wrap this forward. And it doesn't really have to cover the whole thing. I'm just giving it to give it a little shine. So it kind of represents maybe a silver side baitfish in there. And now we're going to go ahead, and then the craft function takes over here, and we will go ahead and tie this off. On there. All right. Our first material we're going to do is going to be this chocolate's Sili Skin. The flies made all of this, and we're going to start with mother of pearl. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to cut a just show you one here. I'm going to cut. I made a little template. It's like 1 inch here, and it goes back, and it's about 3.5 inches long, because that's about what I've been told our thing should be. And then I'm going to use this template, just kind of line it up right here. And I think we'll save that for maybe another fly if I decide to tie these again. You'll see there's like a spotted side on this side here, kind of got where the mother of pearl is, and then a opaque type of red. This is actually the backing over the sticky part. And here's the challenging part now. This is where it gets kind of comical. I'm going to kind of peel this gummy material. And the thing about this material, as you can see, I kind of ripped that a little bit. That's not a big thing. And hopefully you can see that. And these are all kind of cut so they're a little big. And you don't want to stretch this too much when you're putting it on. You want to try to keep it somewhat relaxed. And I'm going to put this on. I'm going to trim this off a little bit right here. Right there. And I'm going to fold this over. And I'm trying not to stretch this because otherwise they turn around and I don't know, they get kind of squirrely. I suppose, I don't know if that's a big thing. And right there, I don't know if you can see that, but that's a little air hole, air pocket, and there's one right here too. I'm just going to go ahead and maybe poke that and squeeze that together. One right here. You know, try to get the air out of it. Might be a little one right here. And that one's turning out pretty good so far. Pretty good. I'm kind of happy with that. The next material we're going to add on there is going to be some seafoam green for the back. Yeah, let's see if I can find it. I've already got one pre-cut here, and get my bodkin. I hope you're not laughing too much at this. And yeah, try to line this up on the top. And trying not to stretch it too. It's kind of hard to do when you're trying to get it off your fingers. You can see I probably stretched that one a little bit too much, but hey, you know, it's what it is. I'm going to try to trim the bottom of this a little bit. On there, and I think maybe that's riding up high on by accident, but it probably should work. Next what we're going to do is we're going to add some eyes. I'm using, you could probably use 3D, but I'm trying to keep it 3/16, some super pearl with a black pupil. They're a flat eye. You could probably get by one eye there. The next material is going to be where you probably use a lot of this is the entire body, some Sili Skin in clear. And see if I can get that off. And what I'm going to do, I tried it once by taking the whole thing off, but I'm just going to divide this in half. Like I said, you're probably laughing at this type of a project. And again, we don't want to go too tight with it. And then I'm going to kind of peel this over this way a little bit at a time to fold it over. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll trim this off, following the same path that we had. the gummy part going there. Again, it doesn't look very pretty. Like I said, this is my 5th one. I'm going to go ahead and put some thread back at the beginning to kind of round the head off a little bit. You'd think fly tying is relaxing. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn this like this. The next I'm going to take some hardhead clear. You could probably use any type of head cement. But I'm going to go ahead and put some on those threads right there. And then I'm going to run it right along that seam. Maybe just to seal that seam a little bit. On there. And let that sit and dry. And there you have it. All right, that's my effort on a gummy fly. I suppose it will work. I'm going to try it out in November. But yeah, in the meantime, it's an interesting material to use. Not much tying. I kind of maybe prefer not to make these again. But never know. I might struggle and try to figure out how to use that material better than what I've used it today. Or the last couple days trying to figure it out, tying these up. Alright, I'm Daryl. Give it a try. Let me know what you think of it. And we'll see you on the water.